Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Relatively at the same times, BCCI have announced the squads for the women's team and the men's team. The men's team are going to play the Asia Cup in the T20 format, and the women's team is going to play the World Cup in the ODI format, which is the typical World Cup format that that the women are playing this time around. And BCCI have announced the squads relatively at the same time. The squads have received some amount of criticism and some amount of hatred as well, and it has also undergone some amount of praises as well. And there are multiple number of breaking news that have arrived at let's go for the men's team. Let's first talk about the men's team. Indian men's team that's been selected for the T20 format of the Asia Cup. So for this one, the squad has been announced. Ajit Agarkar revealed the squad in the press conference in Mumbai recently. We know the captain of the T20 side for India is Surya Kumar Yadav in the international cricket, and the new vice captain has been announced this time. The man who led India in the test series, the historic test series draw that happened in England this time around. India really showed their class. India showed their bench strength. India showed their fighting spirit. India showed the brand of cricket they play and the kind of culture they have inculcated all these years, and the kind of cricket they are going to play in the upcoming World Test Championship cycle or further as well. So that man was behind everything else. That he was the engine of this transition that Indian team faced in the Test cricket, and it was Shubman Gill. And the same man has been appointed as the vice captain in the T20 international side for India. So this is a big move because it is a sign for Shubman Gill to know that he's going to be the main man in Indian cricket in a few years time, that he's going to be the man to lead all the three formats, and he will be functioning like the engine like Virat Kohli used to do for all these years. So Shubman Gill has received that signal and he's been appointed the vice captain of the T20 international side. So this is a breaking news because Akshar Patel was the vice captain of the side T20 side when India played the last T20 series, and there are a multiple number of changes that have been taken place this time. If you compare to the T20 World Cup that India won recently in June 2024, and if you compare the squad that has been announced in August 2025, there are multiple number of changes. We of course know the retirements of Virat Kohli, Rohit Sharma and Ravindra Jadeja, but apart from that as well, there are a multiple number of changes that we need to discuss because there is a lot of criticism that the BCCI faced as well. Let's first talk about the people who have not been picked, because if you name the people who have not been picked, you can make a different squad, and that squad will be so much strong that it can beat another side in the T20 World Cup as well. So that strong is the team which has not been selected. So let's first talk about the players who have not been selected. That's come as a surprise to all the Indians and to the cricketing world as well. So first things first, we have to talk about this man, Shreyas Iyer. We talk a lot that India, BCCI, when they make the selections, they take a lot of inspiration from the IPL for any format, and especially for the T20 format, there is a lot of inspiration coming in from IPL. So if it is true, we know that it is true because we have seen the selections, it happens like that. Even though this is the matter of fact, Shreyas Iyer, who was the captain of the winning side in the IPL in 2024 with Kolkata Knight Riders, and the man who came in with Punjab Kings, he led a team that has never been to the finals in recent years, to the finals of to the IPL final in Ahmedabad in 2025. So you're talking of a man who has been in exceptional form in all the formats in domestic cricket, and the man who has exceptional leading abilities, that he's been able to carry a team to the final of a tournament, to the final of an IPL tournament, the tournament of the caliber of IPL in 2 consecutive years and 2 different teams as well. So Shreyas Iyer is also a player who holds the reputation of carrying multiple number of teams to the playoffs. So this is the background and this is the history of Shreyas Iyer in T20 cricket, and he is not even there in the scheme of things, and this is a big question that has to be raised against the BCCI. So Ajit Agarkar tells that there is no room for selection. What does he mean when he says there is no room for selection? Shreyas Iyer is the main man. If you have to select him and then check if there is room for other players or not. Tilak Verma has not been informed. Yes, he went for the county cricket. Yes, he scored a century as well. But you cannot decide his T20 form in a county cricket match where he scored 100 in England. So this Asia Cup, the squad has been quite surprising to me and to most number of Indians as well. So if Shreyas Iyer comes at number 1 spot, then comes KL Rahul. KL Rahul has not been in scheme of things, but for the kind of form he's in and for the kind of T20 game he has and for the kind of IPL he had in 2025. So KL Rahul also could have got the nod, but it's okay, that's fine. It's not as serious as Shreyas Iyer's case. If you come next, we have Mohammad Siraj. He's been rested probably, so that's not an issue there. Next up is Prasidh Krishna, the orange cap winner in 2025 IPL. Where is the orange cap winner in T20 format in the recent tournament? Why is he not selected in the Asia Cup in the same format in relatively the same year? So what is BCCI even doing? Why is Harshit Rana even selected? I mean, he has done nothing wrong to be in the scheme of things. Of course, there is a lot of respect and there is a lot of respect for Harshit Rana. But why is he even selected in the squad? Because Harshit Rana has not done anything worth ignoring Prasidh Krishna. This is the fate of BCCI. I don't understand why this is happening with BCCI, and I don't know what to call this from BCCI. Why is the selection committee so much in favor of certain players, be it Shubman Gill, be it Harshit Rana in recent days, and Akshar Patel, you don't know what story BCCI had cooked up to, tell Akshar Patel that he's not the vice captain anymore. I don't understand what how BCCI would have convinced Akshar Patel on that. Of course, he has to get convinced, but that is also another sad part of this particular Asia Cup squad. But let us first see and talk about the Asia Cup squad that has been put forward in front of us. The squad goes like Surya Kumar Yadav, Shubman Gill, Vice Captain, Sanju Samson, Abhishek Sharma, Tilak Verma, Rinku Singh, Hardik Pandya, Shivam Dubey, Kuldeep Yadav, Akshar Patel, Jitesh Sharma, Harshit Rana, Arshdeep Singh, Varun Chakravarti and Jasprit Bumrah. This is a fine squad, but as I told, there are a lot of surprising factors that have come in, and BCCI probably have chosen continuity over IPL form. That is a good sign as well, because BCCI is, BCCI have a tradition of not having that factor of continuity. It is good that they have carried that factor of continuity with Sanju Samson and with other certain players as well. Probably Jitesh Sharma is a wonderful pick. We know how much, how good a tournament he had with RCB. The successful campaign that he had with RCB in the IPL. That is a good pick as well. So this is how India have lined up for the Asia Cup in the T20 format. So we always wish all the best to Team India, and we definitely back Surya Kumar Yadav and his boys to go on and win that Asia Cup title in the T20 format this time around. So all the very best to talking about the women's side. So the women's side has been structured well as well, with Harmanpreet Kaur leading and Smriti Mandhana in the helm there, being the vice captain of the side from a long time. So this duo has done relatively very well for Team India, and the squad that has been assembled for the women's ODI World Cup as well. So this is the lineup. So this is the ODI World Cup squad that women's team has is playing for the ODI World Cup, and we wish all the very best to the women's side as well. And it is a very matter of sadness that Chinnaswamy Stadium has not been selected for the ODI World Cup, the home ODI World Cup that the women are playing. It seems that Thiruvananthapuram has been selected over Chinnaswamy Stadium. So it is a sad news for the people in Bengaluru, and it is a warning for the KSCA and the authorities in control of taking care of the Chinnaswamy Stadium as well. So it is a matter of fact that Women's ODI World Cup is not being played in Chinnaswamy Stadium this time around, and it has to be taken care of, and it has to be looked up as well. That is a matter to see, but the women's squad looks balanced, looks settled. There are players who have been in form, who have done that well, and there is an experienced captain who has led the World Cups before, who knows what happens in World Cups, and there are two premier batters who are raring to go and make name for themselves in the home ODI World Cup coming up. So all the very best to Harmanpreet Kaur, Smriti Mandhana and team. Just rock, because this home ODI World Cup, let us hope that you have the campaign like the 2023 World Cup, but with one another win as well that is coming in the final. So all the very best to the women's team. This is how the BCCI have named the two sides, the men's team and the women's team, for the multinational tournaments that are coming up. And do dial in for updates as well. So subscribe to my channel Aniruddha Najagal, and do not miss the podcasts that I've done in Kannada, and the recent podcast on with Shashank Suresh on a lot of things about star sports, the magic of commentary as well. So thank you for watching. Please do subscribe, guys. Please do subscribe. Thank you.